Welcome everybody, love. Under the Mat Radio. This is your host Tech with my media assistant.
Saltine, get your ass whooped, and a lot of ass whooping tonight.
It is, and of course of one of our great correspondents, Afro-Central Queen.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Yes.
How's everybody feeling?
I'm doing great. Eventful 24 hours. Yeah. It's been great.
Yes, this has been. Everybody, Under the Mat Radio, I do apologize. My voice isn't all there, but we are here live, as always, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Today's title is Raw. That did. That sound.
Sorry about that.
It is 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank everybody for joining us. Tonight's episode is entitled Raw is Bleach. Shout out to our good old brother Joe Cronin. I was watching his live feed and I came up with the name from that because everybody talking about how bad Monday Night Raw has been in the past. Wow. Shout out even my mom, Mama Tech, was able to watch a little bit of Monday Night Raw last night, so. And I don't know if she was too impressed, but I'll let you know her thoughts too later on. But today, like I said, is entitled Raw is Bleach. We'll be covering, of course, our thoughts on Monday Night Raw, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels returns, if you want to call it that. James Ellsworth now has a new podcast. So far, a great correspondent. I'll be calling in, talking about that. Also talking about Dragon Ball Z Super Dub. A lot of people are confused by it, so he'll be explaining the whole DBZ universe and what it means to be on Toonami. Of course, as always, Soulja Boy versus Chris Brown. We'll give you our thoughts on that match. Mayweather's training Soulja Boy. Chris Brown's being trained by Mike Tyson. So we'll give our thoughts on that. Debuting tonight will be what we call the Bleach Report. Each week we'll give you a couple of news stories that are just awful, crazy, or just dumb. Will be considered Bleach-worthy. Our buddy Nate from SR Wrestling might be calling in. And then more importantly, a good dear friend of ours, y'all know him as General T Storm, Tim will be calling in to talk about his thoughts on the very, think about a word, the idiots on Facebook that try to make fun of him having a disability and doing his page. So Tim, better known as General T Stone, will be calling in very soon to talk about that. A good buddy of ours, Dominic, who has worked with Tim and works at the OBI building here locally in Maryland, works with individuals with disabilities, will be calling in to talk about what it's like. I have experience too working with individuals with disabilities and how important it is and how much we do love all of those that do have it, and how wrong that page was. Trash bag. What was it called? Saltine, Sister Queen, was it trash bag wrestlers or?
Yeah, trash bag wrestlers.
Trash bag wrestlers.
Correct.
Yeah, trash bag wrestlers. So thank you, Sister Queen, for making the video known to me. Right when you sent me the link, and everybody else started sending me the link to that. So I do thank everyone, all of my colleagues, personally and professionally, all of the wrestlers that's called in, all the wrestlers that supported us. They actually put a petition in on Facebook. They got the page taken down next day. So I thank everyone for their support. And hopefully that the whole page itself will be taken down, not just the video of General T Storm. But most importantly, how to get in touch with us, call us at 347-677-1862. That's 347-677-1862. When you call, do you please press 1, and then we can bring you live on the air. Also, tweet us, as always, at tech_UTMR. Please do aware we've been doing a lot of upgrades with the new year of pictures, of our format, of our brand. So our Twitter page looks a little different. It still is us. The page is a little different as far as the cover page and as far as the profile picture that still is Under the Mat Radio as you know it. Follow us on Instagram, Under the Mat Radio, all one word. Facebook, of course, our group page and like page, Under the Mat Radio. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page as well, Under the Mat Radio. Thank you for your new subscribers, for our new fans, old and new. Do you also want to say to email us at underthematradio@gmail.com. We want any updates as far as our next appearances that will be coming up. After Such a Queen later, we'll be giving you guys details on our next appearance locally. Next appearance will be locally to a great show that's coming up for EWA, Raging the Cage, so we'll talk more on that later on today. And also, fans, you have any ideas for any upcoming guests or anybody that you want us to try to get on the show, feel free to email us. Facebook is, Instagram is, DM us, let us know your thoughts. I can verify to you that I did speak to your former guest of ours, good buddy of ours, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. He will be joining Under the Mat Radio very soon within the coming weeks. Originally, he was going to join us this week, but DDP is a very busy man. So in the next coming weeks, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, will be back on our show. Ricky Morton, of course, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, will be joining us too within a week. Joe Cronin of The Joe Cronin Show. Please check his stuff out. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Joe, last name Cronin, Cronin, will be joining us definitely this week. I'm talking about wrestling, Bleach, the Royal Rumble, and everything else. So once Brother Cronin lets me know tonight a specific date, we definitely will let you guys know on social media. But in a couple of minutes, we'll have buddy Dominic, who works at the OBI building. He'll be calling in and talking to you about his experience with working with people with disabilities. But before Dominic calls in, we're going to bring in right now our good old buddy, personally, and been a fan for from day one, Chance Young, General T. Storm. How you feeling? Chance, you there? Trying to get Chance in. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Chance? Tim, you hear us? He dealt with some technical difficulties on his end. Do apologize. Tim, are you there? All right, we're going to try to get Tim. If you can't hear us, Tim, please call back so we can have you onto the show. So, before Tim calls back in and Dominic, after Such a Queen, how you feeling? After Such a Queen, how you feeling? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm just a tad bit under the weather, but I'm here. Team player.
That's good. What about you, Salt?
Everything been well. Been checking up some interesting news about gaming, some cancellation of games that could have been interesting, but yeah, it's been well. Dragon Ball Z back, which is exciting. So hey, we might be talking about that. Yes, can't wait.
Yeah, it's true. Good point. Okay, we're going to bring in, try again. Hey, General T. Storm, you there?
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, how you feeling?
Well, first, I want to say a big thank you to Moneymaker EH for bringing this whole situation to my attention. Now, Eric, I didn't get this message until Monday morning, but after when I saw your video, and then all of a sudden from you to Sicken to David Rep, the referee of ACW, to Bob Evans. Now, I'm going to get to him for a couple of minutes after I tell you all of this. So the whole thing that happened was that I was just doing a video as usual, and there's one thing that a fan like me has never ever done, but I've done it a million times, and I do it for fun. I go on Facebook, cut promos, because I love it. Now, I was doing a promo for PWE, Pro Wrestling Empire, for February 25th, War Games. And, of course, Eric Bischoff is going to be there at that show. But that was the video that I posted on Facebook, and trash bag wrestlers, or should I say, trash bag jackasses. You know, they took my video and posted it on their page. They thought, oh, I was a wrestler, I guess, in their minds. But for what they did, for making fun of me on their little measly dumbass page and talking a lot of shit, and I saw the comments from the people that are on that page that liked it. I didn't care about what they had said because, as the saying goes, you keep on moving forward. But from when I saw that video from Eric, and then on to Sicken, to the guys from almost everybody from ACW, to Mike Raddick, the commissioner of ACW, to the wrestlers of ACW, especially Diaz. Last night, Diaz did a Q&A last night, and I came on there just to say hi, and all of a sudden he brought up the situation to everybody, told them what happened, and, like, it brought tears to my eyes from everyone, from all the guys from Baltimore to PA to Virginia to West Virginia, and then all of a sudden, the man, Bob Evans. Everyone should know who Bob Evans is. He is the Ring of Honor man. He is one of the most amazing guys I've ever met at any local show. David Rep, the referee, sent the whole thing to him, told him about it, then he told everybody that he knows, and all of a sudden about, 2,000 or even more people saw what you guys have done. And it just, with all the love and support that you guys came for me, was just amazing. I mean, and then all of a sudden to Dominic, which I'll get to him for a couple of minutes, but all I gotta say is, you guys rock. You are my family. You guys are just amazing. And I really want to say thank you to Dominic for everything that he has done. Especially going on to their page about some other posts that they made after mine, I guess, and ranted off on them. And I tell you, it just amazes me on how many wrestling families there are, for the people that I don't know, to the people that I do know, to people who are in higher ranks, like Bob Evans, to go out there, go bashing on trash bag jackasses, and do what you guys done. And I really want to say thank you to Robbie Blizzard for always. The Valhalla Visions, I want to shout out to that. Valhalla Visions, Robbie Blizzard. You know, when he heard about the whole thing, he even stood up too. He, not just him, but everyone has just stood up. Now Dominic, like I said, he went onto the page, ranted off on them, and all of a sudden, when I heard that they finally took that video down, I posted it on Facebook, and I think you guys saw it. And I said, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we've won the war. And we have. But, like I said, guys, you are just amazing for what you've done for me. And I actually do want to talk a little bit about my disability that I have. It's a minor disability, but it still counts as a disability. I have a traumatic brain injury, and I had to get 32 staples in my head. And the man that did that job to fix what was going on with me was none other than the neurosurgeon Dr. Ben Carson.
Oh wow!
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be on this earth. And then all of a sudden, me going through Franklin Middle to Franklin Elementary to the Harbor School, and then all of a sudden after graduating Harbor and then getting a job at Royal Farms and going to these wrestling shows with all my friends and family, the wrestling family have just been a big post of all families, and you guys just are amazing. I love you guys to death. I also kind of want to give this a shout out for my buddy Grim. I don't know if anybody has told him yet, but about the situation, but I do want to give him a shout out right now because he's actually up in Canada doing a wrestling tour in Canada. If you guys could go up to his page, wish him good luck and all the love that you guys can give to him for doing what he's doing right now in Canada. But yeah, I just want to say thank you all for everything that you've done. Also, before we get to Dominic, there was one thing that I need to tell everybody. That Trash Bag Wrestling page needs to be down. For what you guys done and got that whole situation done, that is one thing that you guys done. But it's one huge army that took all the might and power to get that person to realize what they have done was wrong. Man, I'm just lost at words right now for what you guys done for me, and it's just like I said, it brings tears to my eyes, tears of joy to be exact. For all of you have done, even you, Tech. I saw your live video and I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that's listening. And I hope you all are listening. Like I said, I hope everyone is listening to this because I want you all to realize, don't let anybody make fun of you of who you are and what you are. Because you are you. If someone makes fun of you of your disability, you stand up. Or even better yet, have your friends, have your family stand up for you. Because without friends and family, or yourself, there wouldn't be people backing you up and keeping you in their corners. I mean, when I got into the wrestling business of 2013 until now, all you guys have just become family. Anyways, why don't we try to get Dominic in and kind of get, like, what his side is.
Yeah, we'll bring in Dominic. As I say, we love you too. You always been family to us. You're awesome as well. Shout out Andy Weinberg. Just sent a message, said he's listening. He wanted to let you know that Tim, you're a winner. So never forget that.
Oh, speaking of Andy Weinberg, it's a good thing you actually brought his name up because I was supposed to say something. From Andy Weinberg, from seeing him in 2013 and then so on to now, from meeting him, he became like the godfather of wrestling for me. Andy Weinberg is the winner of wrestling. He, from me joining the winners and working with them and doing what I love for the wrestling community, hanging out with Andy Weinberg at the shows and seeing what he loves to do. But from being a winner into the Thunderdogs, I mean, I told Andy I wanted to do this. I wanted to have my own group. This group I have is just amazing. I mean, the Thunderdogs, like, after when Andy Weimer gave me General Thunderstorm as my nickname, it expanded to Thunderstorm, to General Thunderstorm, to all the things I could think of for wrestling. I mean, from the Thunderdogs, now, you guys, for some of you that know what the Thunderdogs are, it's a big support group. And if you guys can, go like and share the Thunderdog page, because without that, there won't be enough support for Thunderdogs. Now, the reason why I made the Thunderdogs is because it's not just because of me. Because it's for the fans, it's for the wrestlers, it's for everyone. It's a big old support group for anybody. Now, I've talked to Moneymaker EH about this, where I really think that my group is also out there for people that have disability. I mean, we want people with disabilities to enjoy their time at the shows. And we want what's best for everybody.
Of course.
And, before I forget and before I leave, and before we get Dominic in, BCW, okay? BCW, Baltimore Championship Wrestling, I believe is the name. If I get that wrong, that's the name, good. I was about to say, because I kept calling it Baltimore City Championship. No, Baltimore City Wrestling. But, Baltimore Championship Wrestling, since I've been talking to Eric, and he's gotten me to talking to some people at that place, the Thunderdogs and me are going to be at BCW shows now. That's where I'm going to get my group out there in Baltimore City and to expand. I mean, I've already expanded from Delaware, from Maryland, to, like I said, from Maryland, Delaware, to Virginia, West Virginia, and now I can finally get to where it should be. And, I mean, it should be in all the other places I've said, but Baltimore City is where it's at.
Yeah,
and that's where everything should be. Well, anyways, guys, it was a pleasure to be on for tonight to talk about the whole situation, and we can put that lock on and say, get the hell out, because this situation is over, and that if it ever happens again to either me, to anybody else, just go on their page, bash them, take many people that you have, get them on them. Because without Wrestling Family, there wouldn't be that much of support like they've done for me.
Yeah.
Wrestling is life. Wrestling is life. And I want to put this in the hashtag. And I've been posting it on Facebook for a while since that situation. Hashtag keep moving forward, and hashtag never give up on your dreams.
That's a great
hashtag. All right,
guys.
Well,
awesome.
All right, guys. Well, hey, I gotta take care of some Thunderdog business. Oh, and before I forget, as for what Kim has brought up for EWA, who knows? John Thunderstorm might try to come to one of their shows soon, but it's not going to be able to be on the 21st because I'll be up at a show in Delaware. But Kim, if you can, I know you're doing your own thing, but Kim, if you can, tell Joe, Badami, Pat Anthony, hashtag Pat Anthony, and all the other guys that we know, even Rayburn, that John Thunderstorm says hi, and one day they will be part of the Thunderdogs.
Sure thing. I can be there for you.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, I got to hit the road. I will be still listening in for Dominic, and tell him that I said thank you.
You're very welcome.
That was great. That was great.
Yes, it was.
Really great to have them on
here. Yeah. Tex, you still there?
This is Dominic.
Oh,
Hey,
Dominic.
Dominic, how you doing?
How are you?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
We're doing well. Just wanted to bring you in for a couple of minutes. I know Tim, General T Stone, was telling us about yourself. You wanted to come on and talk about your job, about working with individuals with disabilities and working for the OBI building.
Right. I started working for Opportunity Builders in 2005. This year, July the 5th, will make my 12th year anniversary with working with individuals with disabilities, helping bringing in work and helping make sure that it's safe for them, which is an awesome job. As long as I can put a smile on their face, that's the number one goal for anybody in that building that works there. Actually, I want to give a shout out to Lewis, who is actually one of my bosses there, Lewis G. Bridge. Mr. James Ellsworth used to be my boss while he was working there also. So, so I had a good support system there, but I love working with people with individuals with disabilities, of course. I did go on that trash bag wrestling, like Mr. Tim General Thunderstorm said, and I went on there and I let them have it, and they told me get off the page, and I told them make me laughing out loud, of course, and I put an end to stop. You will not be a winner, or you will not achieve if you think you can go out there and bully people with disabilities. You got another thing coming, because I'm the person that will step up and actually take force into this stuff. I do not go in for bulliness. But yeah, I mean, me in general are pretty close. I had to do what I had to do, and I want to give a shout out to Under the Mat Radio for allowing me to come on and explain what my job is and how I do it, and letting me, help out any way I can with Tim, and I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem. You like family to us. I know we seen you a lot in person at the OBI building when James Ellsworth was running ACW here locally. So he always was a good guy to us. And he said, I have experience of working with individuals with disabilities, and they said I have a couple of friends that do have them, and they said we do love them all the same. You definitely do.
I also want to bring up Mr. Andy Weinberg. I'm the original winner, as he says, which I know I am. It was actually at when MWF, when Brian Hardy used to run shows MWF, when one night Brian was taking on Mike Height for the MWF Heavyweight Championship. I was the only fan to stand up and put up the W, and that's how the Winner's Circle also started. So I expanded the Winner's Circle as well.
Wow. Yeah, you are the original one. I know we're good friends with Andy. Andy Weinberg. I just spoke to Andy while we were on air, so Andy might be calling in tonight. So I'll let you know, Dominic, if he does. But so Andy's a good friend of ours. Always treated us well. He's a great guy.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to also start another group where a lot of adults goes out, and I want to actually start where we actually take individuals with disabilities out to dinner or take them and play basketball, football. Take them out so they can feel like they're somebody. They are somebody, and I just want everybody to know just because you got a disability don't mean nothing. There's some individuals out here that's working where people that don't have a disability is just out there just chilling and relaxing and not having to pay bills, where people with disabilities like Mr. Tim General Thunderstorm is actually out there working, paying his own cell phone bill, paying for his own food, his own wrestling tickets. So I want to give Tim a good shout out on that also.
Yes. So like we told Tim, we love Tim, we love you, Dominic, and all of the winners and all of our buddies at the OBI building, even those that we didn't know their names. They will always come up to us and give us hugs and handshakes and say, definitely love you guys. And we thank you for wanting to come on to the show, and I thank everybody personally and professionally, all the tons of wrestlers and agents and publicists and personal friends that spoke out against trash bag wrestling. They got the post taken down. Like I said, we definitely all family.
And I really appreciate everything that you all are doing. And I actually own a wrestling page, which I have somebody that is also helping me run the page all the way from England, actually listening tonight, to the show for the first time. Yes, from England. I was wondering if it would be all right with you guys if I can share your page up on my wrestling page, which has over 21,000 likes, getting ready to hit 22,000 to get more likes on your page.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love that. Yeah, we would love that.
I'm definitely going to hit that up tonight as soon as I get off the phone and after I finish listening to you guys, which I can say this is my first time I had the link. This is actually my first time ever listening to you guys, which will be awesome. And I'm hoping to see you all guys at the ACW King of Maryland in March.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes,
awesome.
You should see us there.
But
sure.
Yes, I want to give one more shout out to Andy and Lewis for being a great boss to me, and for Andy for being the godfather of the wrestling industry today.
Yes, he is. Definitely gotta love Andy. So Dominic, thanks for calling in, man. And you need help with anything, feel free to contact us. Let us know.
Okay, no problem, buddy. And I want each and every one of y'all to have a great night.
You too. Have a great night too, Dominic.
Okay, bye-bye.
Everybody, that was Dominic from the OBI building talking about, we've seen Dominic a lot of times. Actually, I've seen Dominic for a good couple of years. I forgot his name, so I do apologize, but I definitely know his face. Thanks, Sartine, for, him contacting you and sending him my way. Thank you, Rafford City Queen, for, making us known about the video, about the post that was making fun of General T. Storm. We got Toph on the air live. Toph, welcome. How you feeling?
Hey guys, I'm doing okay tonight. How are you guys?
I'm fine.
Good.
You know, a little better. You know, my voice isn't here all the way, but I'm still here. As
He
we
ate
say,
that bad frog tonight. That's what he did. He ate some frog tonight.
Yeah, say the show must go on. Listen, I know we started the show off on the serious note. This video sometimes, you know, supporting our good friend General T Storm on that page, Trash Bag Russell, making fun of him having a disability. So the post was deleted. Hopefully, the page will get deleted as well. We'll be under a lot of scrutiny, or at least be under very careful watch. You know, for making fun of our dear friend General T Storm. So I believe Andy Weinberg will be calling in a second. I know we got told here after Andy Weinberg calls in, you know, we'll be covering our other topics such as Raw, Taker, HBK, Soulja Boy and Chris Brown, Dragon Ball Z, Super Dub, and a whole bunch of other things. So give me 1 second while Andy calls in. Well, Andy
What's
Weinberg.
up, my boys?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
How you guys doing? All right.
Yes, great.
Good.
Who's on here tonight? We got Tech in here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Where's my partner in crime at? Is he there?
Salt team, yes.
Salt team's in the house. Everybody's doing good. Hey, listen, this isn't about me tonight. This is just want to give a quick shout out. First of all, Tim and Dominic were absolutely two of the best guests. You guys had some big stars on your shows, right?
Yes.
How great were those two tonight?
Oh, they were great.
They were awesome.
They were so good. Those two guys carried themselves so well, and I'm so proud of both of them because you know what happened? It's a wrestling community, and one group of people you never mess with is the wrestling community. And when they band together like you guys did for Tim, like Dominic did for Tim, and we don't tolerate bullying. And those individuals, you know, that posted that stuff, I don't want to mention their names because they're a bunch of, they should be put in the trash bag and put away. Let's leave it at that. I don't want to even give them any credit because no credit is due to them. But I will say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. There is no community, not football, not baseball, nothing like the professional wrestling community. And what you guys did to band together, and some other, you know, individuals that wrestle in the independent scene, banded together for an individual with slight disabilities. And what they did, not just any person with disabilities, but the man that everybody knows in the professional wrestling business around here, around Delaware, around Pennsylvania, Tim Thunderstorm Winter. And that guy right there didn't deserve that, but I'm so proud of every single one of you and every single person that's listening to this that posted, that may have responded, that may have sent messages to that site to take that off. It's about the grouping together, the community being one, and you don't mess with a team like the team of the wrestling community. I want to say great job to all of you. Dominic is definitely my original winner. That guy helped me, you know, get to become where I am today and where I'm going. And to have guys like Tim on my side, to have guys like Dominic behind me, you guys, we're all one group. And I just want to say thank you to all of you, and I love you all. And I'm hanging up at that point.
No problem, Eddie. So we love you too, man.
You guys are awesome. Keep up the great work. Those two were the biggest stars. Those guys are great. That was two great interviews right there. I'm super proud of both of them. You guys have big stars on the show, and the list goes on and on and on. But those guys right there are my two favorites, hands down. Thank you guys for having them on.
Thanks, Andy. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, guys.
Yeah, but it was Andy, the one of Weinberg. I got good old buddy, MCW Maryland Championship Wrestling, formerly ACW talent. Andy works all over Pennsylvania. Andy probably don't want us to mention this, but Andy Weinberg, you know, do have a very big past in the world of wrestling in ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling. Andy's one of the very few people that has success in the pro wrestling world, you know, being with the, you know, the bigger companies, the WWEs, the WCWs, the ECWs, but he's one of the few that you meet that he kind of puts that behind him. He just focuses on what he's doing now. He's very humble. He doesn't talk about much of what he did, you know, in the past or him being on the WWE network. But I definitely love Andy, man. You're definitely definitely do. We supported us from day one. Shout out to his son, too, who his son look like he doing well in the golfing game. And so I turn around, his son is winning another golf tournament and golf trophy.
Yeah. He a real winner. Yeah. He's something. I don't know how he do it. He's that damn good. Holy crap.
Yes. So, yes, we, like I said, once again, thank Dominic. Thank you, Tim. Love you guys. Thank you, Andy, for calling in. Thank you all for everyone, wrestlers. You know who you are. Personal friends, Facebook friends, people we haven't even met, the indie wrestlers, legit people in the business that you've seen on TV that help Band to get their page down. So, and Band to get their post down, I should say, if not the page. But thank you for all the listeners that tuned in. I know the first 40 or so minutes was serious. We do that here. Of course, we talk about wrestling and MMA and pop culture, and we have fun. But sometimes doing radio like we do can't always be joke and laugh. Sometimes you have to take care of serious issues and talk serious. As Lance Storm says, supporter of the show, if I could be serious for a minute, sometimes you have to do that. So with all of that being said, Toph, I know you here, brother. Are you drinking any bleach? Are you good, Toph?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you guys?
I'm doing better. Inquiring Minds wants to know, Wrestle Kingdom 11, the Omega Okada, one of the greatest matches I've seen ever. Been watching wrestling since the late 80s, ever since your queen. Did you get a chance to watch? I know you watched some. Did you get a chance to finish it?
No, I actually didn't get a chance to get any of it. I just haven't been so under the weather, so I haven't really gotten to it yet. But I've been hearing a lot about it, though.
Yeah, the match is awesome, and people want to know, so for you being the lover of apple juice, what type of beer did you sip on? Now, no, Wrestle Kingdom was 5 hours and 15 minutes long. Me, you, Toph, Bob Starr, Saltine, we stayed up, watched most of it live. I fell asleep during the last two matches. What type of beer did you partake in?
I told you, I like Smirnoff.
Was it the regular or was it the flavor kind?
Flavor. I'm not really an alcohol person. It doesn't really do anything for me. So I just prefer wine and just different types of flavored drinks. Just straight up alcohol just tastes really nasty to me. It's not my thing.
There you go.
With that, how many bottles of cans did you go through during the 5 hours and 15 minutes of Wrestle Kingdom 11? Were you zooted, Toph, at the end of Wrestle Kingdom 11, or were you straight?
Oh, I got a pretty good tolerance. I had like 3 bottles, but I was good. I don't really get drunk, so I have a really high immune system. I don't know what's wrong with me. My mom tells me I should probably go to the doctor, but last time I went to the doctor was like 5 years ago, and he told me I have a really high white blood cell count. I've tried to get drunk before. It's never happened. So, sorry, no crazy stories for me.
Yeah, we know some people you can hang around. Yeah, if you wanna you wanna achieve that,
yep.
You know, if you wanna get that achievement unlocked.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I learned that lesson. I tell you that much.
Yeah, buddy. I know too personally. Yep.
Yeah.
Seen them in action.
So you know, if you want to unlock that achievement, brother, you know, we can hook you up. We can. With that, start things off with everybody here, round table segment. Speaking on, before we even get the Raw, before we even get the Undertaker and HBK, Chris Brown and Soulja Boy.
Man.
And apparently the feud got real. Mayweather is going to be, I guess he's going to be one of the sponsors. You got Chris Brown going against Soulja Boy fans listening live, that's listening to this, going to listen to the recorded version of this later, don't know who Soulja Boy is. And the spelling of Soulja Boy is Soulja. It's not like the traditional soldier. Google if you don't know who he is. He's a rapper. They're in this feud. Now they're actually going to be fighting a pay-per-view. And Mike Tyson, former multiple-time heavyweight champion, now actor, is going to be training Chris Brown in a boxing match against them. And Floyd Mayweather is going to be training Soulja Boy. So with that being said, ever since your queen, give your thoughts, and then we're going to have Toph give his thoughts on this, and then you, Toph. Then you, Sultan, I'm sorry.
I just want to know what the heck started the feud. Because I'm just coming in on it, and I've seen videos of Soulja Boy where it was actually on Facebook where they said he was confused. He one minute he's coming on and he's talking bad about Chris Brown, and the next minute he's coming back on and saying taking stuff back, but it got real, and Soulja Boy took it too far and brought Chris Brown's daughter into it. One thing you should never do. Talk about a man's family. Talk about children. Anybody's children. Anybody's family. Don't bring. That's going too far. Now, I don't like either one of them, but I hope Soulja Boy get his ass whooped. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You're going off on a celebrity and taking it on social media, and for Soulja Boy, you took it too far. Brought that man's daughter into it, and she don't have nothing to do with it. Nothing
so
else.
It's safe to say, ever since your queen, that you'll be rooting for Christopher Brown in this.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't like either one of them, but yeah, I'm going to be going for Chris Brown.
Okay. Yes, your queen. Toph, your thoughts on Chris Brown and Soulja Boy?
You said that Floyd Mayweather is going to be training Soulja Boy?
Yes, and Mike Tyson going to be training Chris Brown.
So basically, Soulja Boy is going to fight like a bitch then. That's what you mean.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, that's all I needed to hear. So Chris Brown will knock him out, and that's all I got to contribute to this conversation.
Oh, boy, that was funny.
All right, so what's your thoughts on it?
I think this is going to be some bullshit, and I'm going to think first round knockout by Chris Brown to Soulja Boy, because that motherfucker Soulja Boy died. You remember the tape that was playing about, he was talking about, yeah, I'm hood and stuff, and then all the hood dudes came out to her like, yeah, I'm going to take your phone. It looked like all of them was about to knock the fuck out of him and stuff for doing that shit. So, I don't feel sorry for Soulja Boy. I never liked him. I never even liked his fucking music. Chris Brown, I don't like him either, but Soulja Boy, he's just fucking annoying. When he came out with that Superman, Robocop, whatever that bullshit song is, I was like, really? Is this bullshit? Like, man, Chris Brown gonna kill him. I'm sorry. Don't like them both, but Chris Brown gonna kill him.
Well, I never was a Mayweather fan that much. I always loved Tyson. I'm not really the biggest Chris Brown fan. I don't hate him, but he's okay. Soulja Boy, definitely not a fan of. I'm just going to go for Chris Brown by default. Now, I have some people that got butthurt, as Toast says, on my status on Facebook. If you don't like it, then so what? Just get over it. I'll shut your mouth. I put my status that said, if Chris Brown wanted a real fight, he need to call up Rihanna again. And I said, Soulja Boy talking about he a part of a gang. And I told him, go ahead, sit down and eat a Lunchable. Apparently people that like this, and I had some people inbox me, the Chris Brown, shut your mouth, you be all right. You don't know the man. Why you getting so mad? You don't know who you are. You don't like what I said, and you ain't gotta read it. You ain't gotta like the status. End of the day, I said it all tongue-in-cheek is a joke. I don't want anything bad to happen to Chris Brown, but I'm pretty sure Rihanna slapped him up harder than what Soulja Boy gonna hit him for. One may wonder who's Rihanna gonna go for in this match. What do y'all think?
Say that again?
I say, who do y'all think Rihanna's gonna go for?
That's gonna be hard to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really
She already fucking mad at Drake. Shoot. Kissing up on freaking Jennifer Lopez, you know, she'll block both of all of them. Like block. No, she don't want no.
What I'm trying to figure out is where the hell has Soulja Boy been? I haven't heard about this dude since freshman orientation.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, he's been on one of the Love and Hip Hop shows.
Oh God.
I'm not sure exactly which one it was. I know I watched Love and Hip Hop New York, so it might be Love and Hip Hop LA. One of them, I think. I don't know how many shows it is, but I only watched one, so that's where he's been.
So he hasn't been relevant in the music scene for a while then, if the last thing he's done has been on a reality show.
Right. And I only watched a couple of episodes, so that's where I last saw him.
Last time I saw Soulja Boy was, I don't know if y'all know him, a while back. There was like this parody on YouTube that was popular, that dude called Super Hot Fire.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Soulja Boy had like a cameo in one of those little rap things they did, but that was a while ago. That was like 2011, 2010. But I know it's been a minute since I've seen Soulja Boy, because I remember he was starting to blow up when I first started college in the mid-2000s. And I remember like right around the time when freaking 360 was like new. Like I remember like Halo 3 had come out. It was like 2006.
2005, I think. That was
That was like in the mid-2000s. And that was like we were still like in the ruthless aggression era at that point. So he's been off the grid for a while. I'm just kind of caught off guard by this story. I guess he's just doing whatever he can to stay relevant or whatever. I don't know.
Yep.
Answer the queen. So you said Soulja Boy brought in Chris Brown's daughter.
Yeah. Apparently he has this. I was watching the talk earlier and they brought it up, and apparently Soulja Boy sent out a tweet with a picture of his daughter, Royal, I guess a Royalty, I think that's her name, and put up something that he won by TNT, the Money Team or something, TMT, something like that, the Money Team, and they were saying that apparently he was saying that his daughter, Chris Brown's daughter, is rooting for Soulja Boy.
What?
And the whole thing, yeah.
Wow.
So and they were saying that he took it too far, bringing Chris Brown's daughter into it. And his daughter doesn't have anything to do with what they're doing. You know, he's only what, 2-3. The little girl don't know what's going on. Why are you bringing her into it?
Oh, she's a baby then. She's like 2-3 years old.
Yeah, she's not that old. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's I don't know. It's crazy. You just don't do stuff like that. That little girl don't know what's going on. That's she don't know what her dad's going through with you. Why are you bringing her into it? Y'all was just doing like a little internet beef thing to go to the celebrity boxing match, but you took it to a whole nother place, bringing her into it.
Question is Chris Brown's hair still blonde, or what color will his hair be?
Oh my God! They just showed a picture of him. His hair is back to black.
Could be doing the Cisco route from Drew Hill.
Well, Chris Brown went back to black. Kanye's now blonde. So, yeah. There you go.
No. Is this match going to be on? Is it going to be on pay-per-view or?
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be on pay-per-view. And
they talk about for charity and everything, for benefit for charity. But here's my thing: from last year's debacle with Tyrone and Big Brody.
Oh gosh, we was there. Yeah, we was
oh
there.
My gosh, that could turn ugly. Oh my gosh. That was just so bad last year for everyone. And I was like, man, really? That was a waste of time. Sad.
Oh, man, that match was horrible.
Yes.
It was all horrible. So is there a date? Is there actually a date for this match to come? Did they release a date and, actual date and venue for this?
They did. I just can't remember the date. I know it's for March.
Yeah, around March. Yeah, around March.
So
and it's going to be and they're coming from Dubai. That's where it's going to be.
What?
Dubai.
In Dubai.
Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you're going all the way to Dubai to hash out your differences in the ring. They couldn't do it.
Maybe they need some curry before the match.
Wow.
Please, you check out the graphic work. Thank you, Saltine, on Raw's Bleach, putting the Bleach bottle with the Raw logo on it. So please check that out.
Yep, we'll be posting soon.
So you got Soulja Boy, Chris Brown. Who really cares? So back in the day, with big beefs back in the day, back when rap was hard and it was tough, Jay-Z and Nas and, had the groups battling each other. Why didn't they ever come together and fight? Probably because people was going to get shot and killed back in the 90s and 80s. There's nobody playing, man. There's nobody getting together trying to do no boxing match.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, that match might be more entertaining than Raw, which we'll get to. Raw is Bleach. Raw is Bleach. Can't do the bench voice, guys.
Oh, my
Yeah, my
Lord.
voice is there. Everybody, the Raw is Bleach. Remember Raw used to...
we don't need you messing up your voice anymore.
Goggle the Bleach.
Whatever happened to that Raw, Monday Night Raw siren? Remember that siren used to come on back in 90, 93,
oh, God.
94?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to that?
Probably didn't know warehouse.
Let it stay there, wherever it is.
So?
That was
you say,
me.
so?
I said, I didn't even post say anything.
Oh, I thought it was something. I'm sorry. Yeah, I heard you had to
no.
I thought so said something. Well,
no.
Do you remember that the original Raw theme that was just like, was just so bad? I don't want to use a 3-letter word that everybody's so butthurt against. Yeah, that. No, not that one. That was okay. It was like an original, the one before that. It was like some basic background music. It was the one right before the saxophone, because after the saxophone went to the Raw's War theme. Look it up. It was like the original Raw theme. It was like some background music. It was just horrible.
My favorite Raw theme was I guess it was the Raw's War one, the one where they were like in a warehouse kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like that one.
No, the siren was before. Well, there was a siren, but before the Raw's War, they had a siren, actual siren that used to light up in the arena. It was right before the Attitude Era, during the New Generation era. It was like the little siren used to go off, and Vince used to be host. Used to always start it off like that. Then Raw's War, you would hear the siren, but you never saw it. It was that. Does anybody know the words to that song? Did anybody know what they were saying?
No.
Hell no.
Nope.
The beat was hard though.
Do we ever know what they're saying when they making them Raw things?
Well, what was that Nation song that what was that the Ruthless Aggression era when Bischoff and
Baby
Brock was on it. Yeah, we understood those words.
Come on, let's get it on. That was tight. I like that.
Yeah, I'm with Soph. I think the best Raw theme was the one we don't understand.
Yeah,
fighting in the warehouse.
Yeah. Anthrax, was it Anthrax who sang the song?
Yeah, I think so. Ahmed Johnson standing there mad for T-by-4. He ain't do nothing. Remember, he was standing in the corner.
Someone brought up a good point. It's sometimes, like, it's the little stuff that can make a product better. Because, like, back in the 90s, and even during, like, the early to mid-2000s, every time, it was Raw SmackDown, every week you would hear the theme song that would kind of bring you into the show. But really, the past, like, 5 to 6 years, it's inconsistent. Like, how many times do you watch Raw and it just starts? You know what I mean? Like, it'll show you, like, what happened last week, or the show will just start, and then when the show starts, like, they're already in the arena, and then someone just comes out. Like, you don't really see companies start off the show with a theme song.
Baby Brock was on it. Yeah, we understood those words.
Come on, let's get it on. That was tight. I like that.
Yeah, I'm with Soph. I think the best Raw theme was the one we don't understand.
Yeah,
fighting in the warehouse.
Yeah. Anthrax, was it Anthrax who sang the song?
Yeah, I think so. Ahmed Johnson standing there mad for T-by-4. He ain't do nothing. Remember, he was standing in the corner.
Someone brought up a good point. It's sometimes, like, it's the little stuff that can make a product better. Because, like, back in the 90s, and even during, like, the early to mid-2000s, every time, it was Raw SmackDown, every week you would hear the theme song that would kind of bring you into the show. But really, the past, like, 5 to 6 years, it's inconsistent. Like, how many times do you watch Raw and it just starts? You know what I mean? Like, it'll show you, like, what happened last week, or the show will just start, and then when the show starts, like, they're already in the arena, and then someone just comes out. Like, you don't really see companies start off the show with a theme song anymore. NXT does it. Ring of Honor does it. But TNA, WWE, Raw, SmackDown, they're very inconsistent. I know most fans probably haven't even noticed it.
Oh, we have. And we'll get to that TNA bird in a little bit. I don't know what the hell that bird is that TNA uses.
Oh, my God.
We'll get to that later. I just want to know the species of that bird that TNA has on their logo. We'll talk about that later on. Right, exactly. So if it was Raw, sometimes Raw wouldn't even have pyro. Raw would just start, no pyro, or be pyro, no intro, no pyro. People start out talking in the ring. What the hell? No consistency. That's why it's called Raw is Bleach.